You're looking at your electricity bill. July. The number at the bottom is $340, and $200 of that is your air conditioner. Now look at this, a $14 bag of hydrated lime from the hardware store. The same stuff that kept homes cool across the Mediterranean and the Middle East for thousands of years. No electricity, no equipment, no contractor. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you the roof trick that drops indoor temperatures by 8 to 10 degrees with no AC. I'm going to tell you exactly why this got buried in modern building codes. And I'm going to give you the 3-number formula. Under $20, one afternoon, one tool. My grandfather had no air conditioning, not a window unit, not a box fan. He lived in a brutal summer climate. His house was always the coolest on the block. I did not understand it as a kid. I understand it now. Stay with me. Because the why behind this trick changes the way you look at every roof you ever see again. Here is the first thing nobody tells you. Your roof is not a passive surface. On a hot July day, a standard dark asphalt shingle roof reaches 160 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, not ambient air temperature. The shingle itself, 165 degrees sitting directly above your living room. That heat conducts through your decking, into your attic, presses into your ceiling. Your attic hits 130, 140 degrees on a bad day. That is a wood-fired oven on top of your house. Your air conditioner is not just fighting outside air. It is fighting a 140-degree oven pressing down from above every single month. The ancient solution is not insulation, not blocking heat. It is rejection. Coat that same roof surface with hydrated lime, white and highly reflective, and solar reflectance goes from 5% to 60 to 80%. Your roof stops absorbing. It starts bouncing. One documented experiment dropped attic temperatures from 130 degrees down to 90 to 97 degrees. Indoor temperatures dropped 8 to 10 degrees with the AC completely off. Same house, same shingles. One white coat of lime and water rolled on a Saturday morning. And here's the part that should make you angry. The ACCA, Air Conditioning Contractors of America, describes their mission as fighting for contractor interests before legislators, regulators, manufacturers, and the media. Not your energy bill. Contractor interests, 60,000 HVAC professionals. Every single one earning a living installing, servicing, and replacing systems that become dramatically less necessary when your roof stops acting like a heat collector. The ACCA writes the design and sizing standards baked into residential building codes across the United States. ACCA Manual J, ACCA Manual S. Those calculations assume a dark roof, maximum heat gained from above, the largest, most expensive system possible, locked into code. You can build a house with a 160-degree roof, install a $15,000 HVAC system to compensate. Perfectly compliant. Lime wash your roof for $18 and drop your cooling load by 30 to 40%. Nobody in the building industry will help you get there. Nobody tells you it is possible. The code does not reward it. The contractor does not suggest it. Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory confirmed it. Worldwide adoption of reflective roofing offsets 24 gigatons of carbon dioxide. 300 million cars off the road for 20 years. The science is settled. The business model is not. And here's exactly what my grandfather had on his roof, and what you can have on yours by tomorrow afternoon, including the one mistake people always make on the mixing step that ruins the entire batch. Some of you are staring at a $250 electricity bill right now, wondering if a bag of white powder from the hardware store can actually change that. Stay with me, because the mixing step is where most people fail, and I am going to walk you through it exactly right. You need hydrated lime, not garden lime, not agricultural lime, not dolomite, hydrated lime, also sold as Type S masonry lime or builder's lime. Bright white powder in a bag, hardware store, farm supply store, masonry supplier. Oldcastle Type S. Hydrated lime runs $12 to $16 per bag and covers 300 to 400 square feet at working consistency. Most roofs need 1 or 2 bags. Here's the mix. 5-gallon bucket. Water goes in first. Then add the lime powder into the water, slowly, never the other way around. Dumping the powder in all at once seizes the batch. Stir constantly. Hydrated lime is caustic. Gloves and eye protection are not optional. If it contacts skin, rinse immediately and rub a little white vinegar on it after. The acid neutralizes the burn. Target consistency. Thin paint. Skim milk with a little body. Too thick and it clumps and will not bond. Too thin and you lose coverage. Find the middle. Add 1 cup of plain pickling salt per bucket. $1.29 for a kilogram bag at any grocery store. This is the Romans binding trick. Every farmhouse whitewash recipe going back to the 1800s includes it. Salt makes the lime crystals bond harder and last longer. Does not change color or coverage, just makes it stick. Reach, roll, apply it thick, saturated white, not translucent. One good coat for the first summer. Dry day only. No rain in the forecast for 48 hours. That is the critical window. Rain in the first 24 hours washes it off before it bonds. Check the forecast before you mix a single drop. Now, the question everyone asks, and nobody answers straight. Does it damage the shingles? Hydrated lime is alkaline. Asphalt shingles contain oils. In theory, repeated heavy applications over many years could contribute to drying those oils. In practice, documented experiments ran 2 years with no measurable shingle degradation. One Texas homeowner lime-washed an aging roof, extended its life, and avoided replacing the AC unit entirely. The practical consensus: on a shingle with more than 5 years of life left, 1 or 2 seasonal coats causes no meaningful deterioration. On a failing shingle, curling, cracking, losing granules, do not coat it. Fix the roof first. Coating a failing roof hides the damage and makes it worse. The lime chalks and weathers off over 1 to 2 years. It does not peel. It does not trap moisture. It breathes. When it fades, the shingle looks exactly the way it did before. No residue, no damage. Roll on another coat if you want. That is the entire maintenance cycle. My grandfather lived in a brutal summer climate. His house was always the coolest on the block. No AC, no fans. He had one thing on his roof that every house in his neighborhood did not. Hydrated lime. The same $14 bag at your hardware store right now. The same thin mix rolled on thick, cured 48 hours. The technique that dropped attic temperatures by 40 degrees in documented experiments. The method that 0 North American building codes require, promote, or even acknowledge, because the organization that writes those codes represents 60,000 professionals whose entire business model depends on you never discovering a $14 bag of white powder. This is not a fringe experiment. This is the baseline technology every Mediterranean country built its architecture around for 3,000 years. It did not get replaced because something better came along. It got replaced because something more expensive came along. You now know what $200 a month depends on you not knowing. A $14 bag. One afternoon, one roller. A technique your grandfather already had. The air conditioner bill drops. The lime goes on the roof. The $15,000 system stays in the contractor's showroom where it belongs. If this one hit different, hit like. Drop a comment below. Tell me what your July electricity bill looked like last summer. I read every single one.